rankings are towards the top. I mean, just look at 8th through 5th. You're looking at 103 to 105. That's a big jump up in prize pool as well. And it may all end here on this match, so you can really switch things up very, very quickly. I think for Tiamba, getting a top 5 in this event would be a really, really good result for them. A bit hard to jump up over towards that top 4 with E-Arena on 123. I think that does bear mentioning, though, of E-Arena 123, because remember the first match on Rondo, they hit 122.
Yeah.
Over the next few matches, they have earned a single point. And this is what Smash Ruling does to you, man. Because you are so focused on getting that chicken dinner, so focused on hitting that smash that you forget that this might just go all the way through to the 6th match. And then Nongshim just takes it off the back of the tiebreaker between them and Aurora.
And that is the double-edged sword to it. You're scared to play it out like a regular game due to the fear of having it slip through your fingertips and not getting that instantaneous win. And then, like you touch on, you leave yourself very susceptible to be laughed. And it's been a nice step up from the teams above them that are dangerously close to all being tied. 1 point of difference there. S2G on 139, everyone else on 140, and Nongshim and Aurora. The one saving caveat could be the fact we've seen a bit more aggression from our teams trying to first onto the big dogs in the lobby that are in the smash zone. So that's been saving these games and keeping them going for a bit longer. Cheeky peek there. Shots on target, but goes both ways. Bit of damage back over onto Ulf, and the 4-5s boys do start to turn tail.
Lovely pickup from Mazaifa there. He had his eyes over towards that concrete there, understood that that's a potential position a team could be playing in, instantly rebuffs the shots, and because of that, Falak stays up. In that position, I'm pretty sure he drops off the vehicle, he gets insta-flushed. So that does keep 4-5s as a 4-man, which they need, because they're right on 105 points. Get themselves 17 more on this match. They set themselves above that smash ruling. Challenge out for that top 3 as well if we do go all the way to 6 matches, which at internationals does tend to be the way things go down. Yeah, it's not a window.
Scarface. Tight timing on the turnaround here. Being ran down by 4-5s. He's calling for the backup, and they're starting to swell over. Ooh, so close. I don't know. He's tucked in, finally found by Falak. He will fall. This is just as the rest of Ulf have pulled up to the party as well. And they've got a read on this. They know. Instantly peppering the bullets back, and there's no reason to be here anymore. Call it quits.
I mean, it's so central. It's not a bad place to play, but I think you're right. Ulf just realizes that going to cut their losses on this one. This stage of the game, trying to get yourself further up in the rankings, not worth it. Take the fight against a team which might be elongated with the nades, been thrown through the windows, playing off the upstairs, can get very dangerous in there. Open those mollies as well. Zone 2, though, coming up, and Zone 2 will cut in very hard on Miramar. Plenty of fun areas. This could head over towards on some hard shifts, can head over towards the high ground there. That's a highway over towards those fielded areas on the north side. Torre Amada, Cruz de Valle, water treatment also. They can cut in across Oasis, moving over towards Torre Armada. Enigma Galaxy will be the first team to grab this spot, though, coming in from El Pozo. But yeah, I think that Nongshim Red Force cuts out the majority of the queue on this.
For Nongshim, they've had a pretty firm grasp on these games, but there's been some awkward decisions again, mirroring the sentiments we've given out here about some of these sides struggling a little bit when the pressure starting to get to them, eating away at them with the decision making.
I mean, it does feel slow as well, Jackie, for Nongshim, because I think they stopped off almost in Oasis, had to think about what their next move was going to be, and they're still just making it across. It is rocky ground, though, so they're slowly finding their way in. But again, the more time they waste on this rotate, the more teams are going to make those wide routes. Furia being one of them. They're actually going to meet them on the roadside probably quite soon. And Furia has not been traveling through the blue. Right now, the rest of Nongshim Red Force are trying to keep themselves at a reasonable HP count. Getting very close now. Might just tuck in.
You've got Ulf here as well that have been hit from pillar to post on their movement throughout this game. They ran into OG. Bit of damage done. I mean, two players already hard flushed out. One of them knocked up on the ridge side. It's Aru, the last remaining member, throwing the nades down. That's nearly all of the offensive utility used as well. Just the Molotov. So broken bottles and his teammates gone as the fire spreads. Meanwhile, top side, what we touched on before, the Nongshim rundown with Furia still hightailing behind them.
They actually get ahead of them on this as well. The Nongshim Red Force, they're kind of an unsuspected rotation. I think if Furia was keeping an eye on those drop spots, they should know that Nongshim drops towards ruins and likely has made a very northern rotate, but they're going to take a very, very quick move in. You can see here, Egos playing bumper cars alongside with him are so easy, moves forward. The rest of the team hasn't quite regrouped yet, but they've got the two-man on this. Egos stops short over towards the concrete, forcing Nongshim Red Force to actually move away. He is quick with the positioning. Not very fun, and all this while the circle has been pulling in here, so Nongshim Red Force might need to make some quick decisions later on. Crucify actually quite free at the moment, but do you want to go there too early? You might want to now.
The Galaxy on screen now with a wraparound from Alula. Creating some space between them. Quick getting back in, looking to see if he can spot them out here. Smoke's casting at least enough of a shadow for him to stay tucked for now. Looking to buggy him out of this one. It's Ralph that's isolated. Oh, there you go. Quick switch on the seats. Easy headshot confirmed. And a hard flush, making it far more uncomfortable for Nick, but three-man squad moves on.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did get down towards the south side of Cruz Divide on that one. Ralph sadly behind. Nongshim continuing on their path forwards. Furious really hampered them in every single turn on this. Consistently, Egos dragging the rest of his team to a better position. Even now moving over towards the north side to get a better beat on where Nongshim Red Force is rotating in. This is really good presence of mind here from Furia. Being very proactive of where teams are, gathering that information. And where So Easy's coming in might be combated by Egos in the future. Oh, he is being so annoying. Alula will find Eren there, and I believe that is Ulf now out.
Wasn't an easy one for Ulf at all here. So many back-to-back fights. He started off losing a man to 4 thrives, then consistently just got punished by everyone. Now, Vitality are just sandwiching behind Furia as well on this push-up from Nongshim. You can see the establishing shot here. Overview of where they are on the spread. Let's see why. Got a scope attached. He's got a read on it. Vitality right behind them.
I got the MK14 as well. Really deadly at distance. Ayala spots Vitality, having a peek over. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Tizzy stayed behind for Nongshim Red Force, ensuring that there wasn't going to be any cheeky rotates over the north side. He's going to get a rude awakening pretty soon because Aura is making their way in, so we'll be able to pass that information across. Honestly, for Nongshim Red Force, they might want to swing further down on this and give both position to Furia. Maybe play over towards the ridge side of the road. Does expose some sidelines from Flash, but it is getting really cramped up over towards this northeast side for Nongshim. Furia consistently stealing away those positions. Now Tizzy gets that information now and will move.
Noja being chased. Sky jumps out instantly, looking to see if he can get boots on the ground and deal some damage. Rest of the squad still continue to maintain a safe distance behind Tizzy on the follow-up. Like I said, Wise turned his attention back round towards that angle to provide support. Oh, bumpy pathway in the buggy, but Tizzy's still going.
That's nice.
Gets over the ridge.
Very smooth. Yeah, good shots from XZY as well to back them off. I mean, he takes a little bit of damage, but provided enough support there. Circle heads over towards the west. Alula actually have quite a decent compound here on this one. Nick Legacy can play out from the south side of Cruz de Valle. Jiggle, quite an aggressive scout, I would say, over towards Vitality as well as Furia. Doesn't die for it. Milu, shot by Vitality. We're getting those shots in. Very quiet game so far, with an Ulf as well as OG going down. Even Tops now from Flash moves over towards the mound on the eastern side to check if teams are trying to rotate past them on that south side. This is like it's very different to a lot of the other games we've seen. Nobody's taking any chances. Everyone's trying to garner as much information as possible on these rotates.
It's far more tempered with the plays that are being made. You can see how much quicker teams are to set themselves up when they realise there's a VIP team, one of those squads that are within the smash zone, to attempt to set up to make it uncomfortable for their entryway. Similar setup here down towards the bottom side. You've got a close grouping of 3 of the other smash eligible squads in Aurora, S2G and E Arena.
Aurora late to this one. They stayed in Chumacera for a long, long time, and sort of fair enough to them because this went very northeast on the circle. There has been areas they've found to play, and E-Arena taking this 2-2 split right now. Have to evacuate this compound. Tiny K will take shots over towards Doc, who makes it out of there. Gets over towards a little bit of high ground, a little bit of elevation to work with. Actually playable spot. I mean, he's threaded the needle on that one. The rest of the team can move in.
It pays dividends, but it felt a bit risky initially when I saw the peak over the top of the roof. I was thinking if Doc goes down here, it could have been hellish. The rest of the squad now confident to join him on the push-up. Wow. Namzi G making the plays that we know he can deliver on. That's S2G getting the long-range shot off with a nice knock. Getting a tasty adjustment over. And E-Arena, if they can follow up onto the 3-man squad, there could be a bit of a punishment play coming over. You got Joker off into the distance. S2G still getting a read on this. These 3 squads were so close to each other that nothing could get past them.
Aurora, losing one player here, not ideal. Makes a chance at a chicken dinner here in match 5, slightly more difficult. Alula still controlling center zone. Tiamba, again, went up to down towards 6th as 4 thrives. Able to grab another point here. Longshim need to move though. So Easy's actually outside in the blue at the moment. Taking a fair bit of damage off the back of this one. And they're really racking their brains of where do they want to go, how do they want to play. I mean, he's still out there. Come on, man. Get in. I don't know what he's trying to say. I think he's waiting for Tops to get off the angle or something. I'm not sure. Finally, we'll regroup with the team, but burning through meds to do it.
That's been a caveat we've seen happen a couple of times for this team. Always feeling like they're kind of somewhat trapped in the dirt and they're having to burn a lot of utility, offensive or medical-wise. Let's see what the zone shifts from this, though.
I mean, Alula's living life, right? I mean, it's clear to see that Furia knows that they need to create some space for themselves. They can't really move down towards that southwest side. They'll be on broadside to Vitality as they move in. So this is the likely position next. So a very important fight between Nongshim as well as Furia. Hyunbin takes a lot of damage. Tizzy up front right now, gathering that information, passing it back for the nades to be sent through. Maybe just dipping back down again, realizing that maybe this is not the best of fights for us. It's a long nade, doesn't quite hit on. So Easy will move away. Vitality giving Nongshim a little bit of life force here.
Finally, a pathway's presented, but they've got to fight past teams to get into the safety zone.
Oh, you can play highs on this one, yeah, for sure. It's free, it's open.
All right, just beneath them, that's where Tiamba is stationed, so it's going to work out. They get tucked back in. Finally bypass the awkward setup of the Furious Squadron that were advancing towards them. They're chasing somewhat. Flash keeping a bit of the attention off them. The triple threat of Aurora just off in the distance as well. Little bit of a ridge there. Yeah, tuck in, buddy.
Yeah, because Fury could at any moment silhouette themselves on that ridge side. Scary stuff though. But yeah, Nongshim Red Force can play this for the time being. I'm not sure how likely Tiamba's going to allow this to go on without contest. Maybe a couple of nades sent upwards. But yeah, highs and lows here. This is very playable. Usually Tiamba, when you get a central zone like this, it's kind of the guard dogs for where Nongshim Red Force is playing. But with Tiamba being further into the circle here, much better result for them. Yeah, Fury is locked out, so that was a nice swing through from Nongshim Red Force. Some slow decisions today here and there of how they want to play stuff out, but that was a quick maneuver from them. Aurora, Reefus, last left alive here, getting the first aid kit off, and yeah, chicken dinner's not happening. Definitely not likely, as Aurora gains no points on this game.
Oh, there you go. That's the final nade coming through. Tops blowing away. Back up Azuis as they get that one on target. So Reefus removed and Aurora. The lights go out. Fury are advancing though. So they've started to run out of the nades they had available with how many staggered fights they've had, dashing the last few down.
It's actually cool because the way Nongshim Red Force layered on that top side as well, it forced a lot of nades out of Fury, but they're going to send it. It's going for a dry push right.
Risky maneuvers going to become more and more impactful. Here's the replay back over from the Fury, a crash down onto Nongshim. Look at that, was gorgeous from the Unbin. Perfect utility play over in a split second.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I mean, the thing is, Vexy on that back line with the Mini 14 did good stuff. Let's go in. So, yeah, this is the fight I was talking about. They're all in one corner right now. Utility still looks good for Nongshim. Molotov towards the back lines. Does a good amount of damage towards Milu. He's burning out. Might actually go down to this. Great molly from So Easy.
And Junmin's already set up for this. This is the go signal, but he can't actually win out on the initial fight. Aking replies back, so it's a 1-for-1 trade on the NCY and Tizzy up for Nongshim. 3 players alive for Tiamba. Oh, the backstab though. Gets round the corner. The back nade misses as Tizzy sends them cratering down. And that's a nice spray. NCY wielding the snipe up close. The quick switch is good.
But Vitality's here to play. Upstairs, the volley goes in. Might just take them all down. And Nongshim is out. Vitality with a nasty third party. What a game from Nongshim though. Very difficult one. They made a lot of cool decisions there. Took it as far as they could. But Vitality was always in the wings.
Eyes like a hawk on Vitality as they make that quick adjustment. Oh, S2G as well, bringing the heat straight over to 4th Thrive, so there is no chance to catch your breath now. It's all kicking off. Flash again responding. T24 falls. Vexy upset by Darkin from Ida.
S2G going to make that rollout now over towards Flash. 4th Thrive looking to finish off what they started here. Diaz is down. Tops is just dropping desperate smokes. Keep himself alive. Hamzy G will roll on through. Vitality lose Federalis on the background. Ida pushes forward. Alula holding on to this very important compound towards the center. Rita does go down to a nice nade coming through from Axel. Can't believe Federalis is still crawling in. He's got to go down soon. Yeah, there you go. Darkin picks him up.
Shots back over from Razak as Vitality gets the shot on to try and finish things there. You can see the split on either side with E-Arena still sitting, waiting. Absolute contrast there. S2G, they've been so proactive. 6 elims constantly in play, constantly in flux. E-Arena just waiting blank.
That's been the name of the game for them. They're able to get one more point than previously. The arena's looking for that finish, looking for that chicken dinner, playing in from that south side. They have the roadside ridge line to play around with. Okay, will find another. Razak goes down, potentially. Oh, just about lives the spray. Good backup there coming through from his teammate. Yeah, for E-Arena, they're going for the slow game. Oh my goodness me. I mean, how gifted can you get on this one for Alula?
Every time it shifts, they're counting their blessings more and more. No one's taken that risk to try and force them out of the position just yet. S2G from long range, that's vitality. Getting the sight line onto them.
So sad for Ida as well, because they've just dragged themselves out of 16th place. They're about to be put back down there again.
Ooh, yeah. And that might come quicker than expected. Darkin trapped behind a vehicle, lost able to grab that one. Another Elim garnered. And this puts them on equal footing as well. 147 to 147. They're climbing up.
Emre takes the knock there. Should be Ida just down now. As Alula gets set up towards that central side to hold off all these teams. E-Arena will clean up the rest over towards the northwest. Swain still up and kicking for Ida though. Desperately trying to stay in 15th. Very unlikely. See how far you can go though on this one. S2G eyeing up that compound. Looking to redeem themselves after that last game. There's certainly a chance here. Up to 8 eliminations on the match.
Lost with the reposition. P90 in the hands. It's Mormon that sprays back over to get the final knock onto Ida. They're out now. The squad's being thinned as Hora also take a deathly blow back over. E-Arena finally gets some shots on the net.
Good dash.
Oh, mate. S2G. They thought they had that one right on target, but it barely misses.
Dude, 2 out of the 3 teams at the end here could smash right here, right now. For Alula, they have a fantastic position to finish this one out, but the likelihood of this ending in this game, Jackie, very, very high.
They fought so hard, man. The zone moving in again. Alula just waiting, confident. S2G on the back line still. Yeah. I mean, the vehicle's still in play, blank.
I mean, they've just popped all the tyres on that buggy, understanding that it's better to have it with no tyres than one and dragging as they move it in. It's going to be slow, sure, but maybe better than nothing down the hillside. Vitality desperately hanging on by a thread at this end game. We're getting down towards stage 9. It's going to pull all these players inwards. More E-Arena desperately living on the sidelines. Goodness me, both teams with a white knuckle grip on this game, holding on for that win, for that victory here at Pmgc. Okay. 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles in play right now for them that look decent. Smokes are starting to be sent out from either side, both S2G as well as E-Arena will be breaking down the gates of Alula soon. Hamzy G attempts to get into the vehicle. Solke is going to swing wide on this one.
The quick repairs have paid off. Nade still being thrown over. Slight shift down. E-Arena running through their line of smokes with their own cars on the move. They got a good sightline blocked off with the smokes they put down, but this has drawn their crosshairs off S2G, but the same will not be said for that squad. Their eyes light up. Bullet shot out downrange. Keep the punishment on. Meanwhile, in the midst of all this, Yasha peeks back over. Good work done. 1 player hard flushed out for E-Arena.
Neither team wants to make the play. Kamikaze is trying to get in. Hamzy G up front, doesn't go very low.
Oh.
He goes, what happened?
He's bounced
bounced off the geometry and gone flying up in the sky, but their dreams might be dashed back down to reality as Pmgc hits the deck. Punishment play onto Alula.
The arena with just Joker left alive. Pmgc trying to keep this game in contention. Lost hits the deck, nade out, air bounce there. Doesn't get the damage through. The last to make it happen. Gravity, the real villain. What a game. What a finish. For Alula, the art.
Get the top restaurants in town delivered straight to your door. Download the Food Panda app and order food you love.
Food Panda, food Panda.
Onto that compound, orbited by two victors. What a disappointing finish for both S2G and the arena. Not in the sense of disappointing in the gameplay, but just disappointing for them. The circle just was not having it, Jackie.
No given, no blessings. Had to fight for absolutely everything. And even when they took the risk, something went wrong. Sent up flying into the stratosphere, bud, and it's gonna get you. A gut-wrenching feeling.
Dear me. Dear me. Great tracking from Alula. Look at that.
Weird angle, but ready for it instantly.
One more game then? One more game. Finish on the last. Will we get a smash on that last game? There's a lot of teams in contention for it. It still could be that fourth place squad that wins it all, that takes it all. Numshin Red Force counting their lucky stars that they were able to still do good to them. So sad for Ida as well, because they've just dragged themselves to 16th place. And they're about to be put back down there again.
Ooh, yeah. And that might come quicker than expected. Darkin trapped behind a vehicle, Lost able to grab that one. Another elim garnered. And this puts them on equal footing as well. 147 to 147. They're climbing up.
Emre takes the knock there. Should be Ida just down now. As Alula gets set up towards that central side to hold off all these teams. E-Arena will clean up the rest over towards the northwest. Swain still up and kicking for Ida though. Desperately trying to stay in 15th. Very unlikely. See how far you can go though on this one. 2G of that compound. Looking to redeem themselves after that last game. There's certainly a chance here. Up to 8 eliminations on the match.
Lost with the reposition. P90 in the hands. It's Mormon that sprays back over to get the final knock onto Ida. They're out now. The squad's being thinned as Hora also take a deathly blow back over. Iarina finally gets some shots on the nade.
Good dash.
Oh, mate. S2G. They thought they had that one right on target, but it barely misses.
Dude, 2 out of the 3 teams at the end here could smash right here, right now. For Alula, they have a fantastic position to finish this one out. But the likelihood of this ending in this game, Jackie, very, very high.
They fought
Never
so hard,
mind.
man. The zone moving in again. Alula just waiting, confident. S2G on the back line still.
Yeah.
I mean, the vehicle's still in play, blank.
I mean, they've just popped all the tyres on that buggy, understanding that it's better to have it with no tyres than one and dragging as they move it in. It's going to be slow, sure, but maybe better than nothing down the hillside. Vitality desperately hanging on by a thread at this end game. We're getting down towards stage 9. It's going to pull all these players inwards. More E-Arena desperately living on the sidelines. Goodness me, both teams with a white knuckle grip on this game, holding on for that win, for that victory here at Pmgc. Okay, 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles in play right now for them that look decent. Smokes are starting to be sent out from either side, both S2G as well as E-Arena. We'll be breaking down the gates of Alula soon. Hamzy G attempts to get into the vehicle. Solke is going to swing wide on this one.
The quick repairs have paid off. Nade still being thrown over. Slight shift down. E-Arena running through their line of smokes with their own cars on the move. They've got a good sight line blocked off with the smokes they put down, but this has drawn their crosshairs off S2G, but the same will not be said for that squad. Their eyes light up. Bullet shot out downrange. Keep the punishment on. Meanwhile, in the midst of all this, Yasha peeks back over. Good work done. One player hard flushed out for E-Arena.
Neither team wants to make the play. Kamikaze is trying to get in. Hamzy G up front doesn't go very low. He goes, what happened?
He's bounced off the geometry and gone flying up in the sky, but their dreams might be dashed back down to reality as Hamzy G hits the deck. Punishment play onto Alula.
E-Arena with just Joker left alive. Hamzy G trying to keep this game in contention. Lost hits the deck. Nade out, airbounds there. Doesn't get the damage through. The last to make it happen. Gravity, the real villain. What a game. What a finish. For Alula, the arbiters right there at the end. Between tournament ending teams still being in play. Magnetized onto that compound. Orbited by two victors. What a disappointing finish for both S2G and the Arena. Not in the sense of disappointing in the gameplay, but just disappointing for them. The circle just was not having it, Jackie.
No given, no blessings. Had to fight for absolutely everything. And even when they took the risk, something went wrong. Sent up flying into the stratosphere, but and it's gonna get you a gut-wrenching feeling.
Dear me. Great tracking though from Alula.
Weird angle, but ready for it instantly.
One more game then. One more game. Finish on the last. Will we get a smash on that last game? There's a lot of teams in contention for it. It still could be that fourth place squad that wins it all, that takes it all. Numshin Red Force counting their lucky stars that they were able to still do good in that game, because S2G is catching them up off the back of that one.
E-Arena was also able to put up good points, getting up towards third place. But at least S2G's put themselves in a position now where they could still win off points alone if they have another good match here. Right, a blinder right up until the end. Oh my god, unexpected twist on that one. I didn't know Aaron was going to go that way, mate. It definitely caught me off guard. I imagine it was the same for them amongst it all. Alula, though, doing what they had to do.
Denying out both teams from ending the tournament early, starving off victory for at least another game.
They didn't want to end in 16th place. That's what happened there. But we'll be back real soon for the final match here at Pmgc.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our super.
Kadalar. Rawa. Bolega. Frida.
Pansi besar ambari lagi. Frida.
Dollar tekin.
Dai wadda ne kasta priya pada. Dewi sebab dua kalau menghidup dari dia muskan nalo sewa ho pri. Mala waktu ma dah kawalam dia lagi kedara anda juga bila.
Superpower. Now imagine an entire.
Wi-Fi car pro.
Da Pakistan de
गंदे मोबाइल में
तिने सिंगल
मोबाईल चार हमारा
खराब शो
काय का मारा
खराब नाही शो
हमारे
तर 7 पैसे बी असो दिवशी
दब
नसताना बा अशी मुस्कान तर नाही तापवलं मुस्कान जास्त
ऐशी खरी